There's a wee guy walking down the street and he sees a guy across the road who's got an orange for a head. And he's like, that's weird. I need to go up and talk to that guy. So he goes across and he's like, excuse me, mate. And the guy's like, oh, what's up, pal? He's like, I don't know how to say this, but I can't help but know you've got a fucking orange for a head, mate. And he's like, he's like, if you don't mind me asking, pal, what the fuck, how did that happen? And he's like, well, I was going along the beach one day, right? Quite the thing. Come across this lamp, I rubbed it. Genie popped out. I know, right? Genie popped out and went, you've got 3 wishes, big man. So for my first wish, I was like, right, I want to be the richest man on the planet. And the other guy was like, fucking hell, did it work? And he's like, hi, mate, I'm absolutely fucking loaded. I've got a mansion up there. I've got the fucking works, mate. Unbelievable amount of money I've got. He's like, hi, nice. What happened after that? And he's like, well, for my second wish, I said to him, I want loads of lovely new belt ladies to do my every bidding. He's like, fuck off, man, did you get it? And he's like, aye, man, they're all back at the fucking mansion waiting on me and that. I'm just going through for a wee walk today and that, but they're all back there. Then just waiting. He's like, so how the fuck did this happen then? And he's like, well, hi guys, it's Markabusi here, and we've got a very special video for you today because we are doing the Suicide Song Internationale, Gloomy Sunday. This was written in the 30s by a Hungarian. Hold on. And it was about despair caused by war, right? And it was first recorded in 1935 by the Hungarian pop singer Pál Kalmár, and it has been associated with at least 100 suicides. So, today, to test just how fucking miserable I can handle shit, right? We're doing Gloomy Sunday. I know what you're thinking. It's only 3 minutes long. You can handle it. Nah. We're doing the Billie Holiday version. We're doing the Angelina Jordan version. I swear to God, I'm actually sober as a fucking judge. I don't know how I'm not managing to say that. The Angelina Jordan version. And then we're following that up by a version by Diamanda Galas. I think that's how you say her name. And we're gonna see a couple of things. One, who's in the most depressing version? 2, which version is the most danceable? And 3, which version would you send to somebody if they were on life support? 4, which song was the most emo? Right, that's what we're doing. Stick around to the end of the video to find out that. This is Patreon picks, plural, for our man Kev. Now, Kev is renowned on this channel for sending in what can only be described as complete and utter wank. And I feel like this is the zenith of his picks, right? I feel like he can't actually go worse than this because he's went for the Suicide Song 3 times in a row, right? I record these live on Twitch. He's making me record this 3 times in a fucking row. I'm an orphan, Kevin. I can't handle this shit. What are you doing to me, son? Come on now.
My hours are slumbering,
It's a beautiful song, right? Well, her voice is beautiful anyway, right? I read somewhere that this was written by a Hungarian guy after his girlfriend broke up with him, and then he played it to her and she killed herself. And really, why there's no a court case involved in that, I don't fucking know. But anyway, right. Oh, I'm trying to think of some jokes to try and lighten the fucking mood a wee bit. How did the mathematician deal with constipation? He worked it out with a pencil.
Never waken you, not where the black coach of sorrow has taken you. Angels have no thought of ever returning you. Would they be angry if I thought of joining you? Gloomy Sunday. Gloomy Sunday.
There's a wee guy walking down the street and he sees a guy across the road who's got an orange for a head. And he's like, that's weird. I need to go up and talk to that guy. So he goes across and he's like, excuse me, mate. And the guy's like, oh, what's up, bro? He's like, I don't know how to say this, but I can't help but notice you've got a fucking orange for a head, mate. And he's like, he's like, yeah, if you don't mind me asking, pal, what the fuck, how'd that happen? And he's like, well, I was going along the beach one day, right? Quite the thing. Come across this lamp, I rubbed it. Genie popped out. I know, right? Genie popped out and went, you've got 3 wishes, big man. So for my first wish, I was like, right, I want to be the richest man on the planet. And the other guy was like, fucking hell, did it work? And he's like, hi, mate, I'm absolutely fucking loaded. I've got a mansion up there. I've got the fucking works, mate. Unbelievable amount of money I've got. He's like, hi, nice. What happened after that? And he's like, well, for my second wish, I said to him, I want loads of lovely new belt ladies to do my every bidding. He's like, fuck off, man. Did you get it? And he's like, aye, man. They're all back at the fucking mansion waiting on me and that. I'm just going through for a wee walk today and that, but they're all back there. Then just waiting. He's like, ah. So how the fuck did this happen then? And he's like, well, for my third wish, I wanted an ounce for a head.
With shadows I spend it all. My heart and I have decided to end it all. Soon there'll be candles and prayers that are said, I know. Let them not weep. Let them know that I'm glad to go. Death is no dream, for in death I'm caressing you. With the last breath of my soul, I'll be blessing you. Gloomy Sunday. Dreaming, I was only dreaming. I wake and I find you asleep in the deep of my heart. Dear darling, I hope that my dream never haunted you. My heart is telling you how much I wanted you. Gloomy Sunday.
That was suitably fucking miserable, wasn't it? have reacted to Billie Holiday singing fucking Strange Fruit on this channel, and I legitimately thought it doesn't really get much more miserable than Strange Fruit, but it turns out I don't know fuck all, because Christ almighty. Right, okay. Right, I'm going to need my moderators to keep track of the scores here. So, right, how depressing was that one? 9 out of 10, right? So, depression, 9 out of 10. Danceability, you could sway to it, right? You couldn't crack any, like, special moves, but you could sway. So, that's like a 6 out of 10, right? There was a nice wee kind of sway ability happening, right? 6 out of 10. I forgot what my other category was. So 0 out of 10 for that category. And how emo was it? Well, 4 out of 10. Right? So out of that, it scored. I don't even know what my first score was. Right? I'm getting it 15 out of 40. Right? That's what I'm getting it. 15 out of 40. On the depression scale, it's 15 out of 40. Now we have Angelina Jordan's version, which, for all you paedophiles out there, strap in, because I'm not going to go as far as saying that every Angelina Jordan fan is a pedo, right? But it's like that thing where, like, not every fruit is an apple, but every apple is a fruit. You know what I mean? Just calling a spade, right? Let's strap in. Any single person who puts a comment in here in this video about how she's wonderful, she's the absolutely magnificent 8-year-old Angelina Jordan, get your fucking hard drive checked. You bunch of fucking weapons. Let's go.
Hei sann.
Hei.
Hei, velkommen hit.
Takk.
Hva heter du?
This reminds me actually of a joke before this even starts, right? There's a guy walking with a wee boy through the woods, right? And it starts to get really dark, and the wee boy's like, "Oh, can we go back?" And the wee guy's like, "How come?" And he's like, "Oh, cause I'm getting scared. I don't like the woods and I don't like walking through the dark at night." And the wee guy goes, "Oh, hey, you've got to bed. I've got to walk back through this on mine." It's a wee pedo joke for you.
Jeg heter Angelina Jordan.
Hvor gammel er du da?
Jeg er 7 år.
7 år, og hva er det du skal gjøre for oss her i dag?
Jeg skal synge for dere.
Hvilken sang da?
Gloomy Sunday fra Billie Holiday.
Ok.
What fucking right-minded person let her even hear that song? Mental.
Da gleder vi oss, Angelina. Da kan du bare sette i gang når du er klar. Scenen er din.
Why is it just saying, "Oh my god," already?
Is gloomy. Now was I slumberless. Dear is the shadow I live with numberless. Little white flowers will never waste on you.
That guy's an absolute pedo. It's a crazy pull off of him to be doing that with his glasses. That's fucking nuts, right? That was fucked up. Oh.
Dreaming I was only dreaming. I wake and I find you asleep in the deep of my heart. Darling, I hope that my dream never harmed you. My heart is telling you how much I wanted you. Roommate, Sunday.
Why is that cunt greeting? That's fucking mental. Look at this. That's unbelievable. Right, I frankly got absolutely no interest in what they've got to say about that song. Here's my opinions on this, right? 1, she's way too young to be singing that song. 2, she's way too young to be on that fucking channel, doing that programme, right? 3, that's way too much pressure to be putting on a lassie that age. 4, yes, she's a phenomenal singer, right? But the way that you guys on the internet glaze her is fucking borderline, I'm saying borderline creepy. It is creepy, right? It is actually creepy. The comment section underneath every single Angelina Jordan video that I have done on this channel has left me feeling fucking grubby. And that was why there has been such a fucking gap between me doing any of her videos, because you guys made me feel deeply uncomfortable. And I feel like you kind of need to own that a wee bit. And I do not give a fuck about your opinion if you think that that's wrong or no. Downvote this video to fuck. I don't want yous here, right? I actually don't. Yous made me feel grubby. And this, like, for all my jokes and my swearing, it's a music reaction channel where we just listen to the singing. What we don't do is creep on wee fucking Waynes. It's just weird, guys. But anyway, right, let's rate it. So, danceability. You could hear the swing drums in there a wee bit more, which made it so that you could sway, but with a bit more intention. So that was a 7, right? In terms of the emo-ness, I don't think that lassie is old enough yet to understand the emotions, really, to be able to portray them to the depth that emo would require. So it was a 4, right? In terms of depressiveness, she's on a brightly lit stage singing for a singing competition. No, that depressing. And even though she is performing the song, she has absolutely no concept of what she's singing. She is basically just regurgitating something that she's heard and learnt. There's she's got no emotional connection to that song. And anybody who tries to convince me that she does is talking shit. It's an 8-year-old fucking Norwegian lassie. What connection has she got to a song about a guy thinking that the world's gonna end in Hungary during World War? You know what I mean? Let's just rein ourselves in a wee bit with the fucking enthusiasm in that. So in terms of emo-ness, 2, right? It was a very good impersonation of Billie Holiday. But anybody that tries to convince me that she made that song her own is chatting pish. So that scored a 10 out of 40, right? That's where we're at. And now that the paedophiles have downvoted the video and left the video, now we can go on to the next one, which is Diamanda Galas with her version of it. So let's see if this one's any better. excellent.
Sadly, one song.
Not what I was expecting. That is significantly deeper than what I was ready for. Let's go.
Sadly, one Sunday, I waited and waited with flowers in my arms for the dream I created.
Right, can we just stop this right now to say that, like, I don't know if this is going to have the same kind of like haunting effect of Billie Holiday's version. But that's a banging voice, right? It's a banging voice. I can tell already the song is being oversung, but a banging voice.
I waited till dreams like my heart were all broken. The flowers were all dead and the words were unspoken. The grief fell low and beyond all consoling. The beat of my heart was a bell that was darkest of Sunday.
This is definitely the most depressing one because this is actually making me want to kill myself.
Then there came a Sunday when you came to find me. They brought me to church and I left you behind. My eyes could not see what I wanted to love me. Yeah, and the flowers are forever above me. And the wind whispered, never, for you have loved, and I bless you forever. Last of all Sundays.
I feel like I've just been skull fucked by a tuba. That was fucking awful. Awful. I can only apologize to everybody that's watching this on YouTube because this video has been a shit show for the start. I thought this might have been a good idea. I was like, aye, let's there's a song out there that's got like a storied history with like weird kind of connotations to it and stuff, and there's like at least 2 really famous people have done a version of it, and then we've got this up and coming artist who's done a version of it, and it would maybe, I could maybe use the fans of the first 2 artists to go and spread light to this 3rd artist who deserves some love. But Diamanda doesn't deserve some love because that was fucking awful. And I'll be honest with you, Billie Holiday's version was haunting and it was beautiful. It was depressing, but it was haunting and beautiful. Angelina Jordan's version was boring, performative, fucking... It was basically like tracing paper, right? And that was like Picasso done a version of it. If Picasso had stuck the brush up his arse and then had a seizure. Dreadful, right? Every one of them, dreadful. Total waste of my fucking night. If you don't see a video on this channel tomorrow, you know what's happened to me, right? Okay, if that was a pick for you, you can go fuck yourself, son. I've had enough of you. I've had enough of your shit. You're on your last fucking chance saloon with me, son. Right? Next video better be a good one. Or I'm making my way down to London and I'm slapping you about the tits. Right? I've had enough. I'm done with this push. I've been markabusi, guys. Fuck you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.